This is actually Star Wars. The vibe is finally right. The Mandalorian. No, this is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. 10 out of 10. This is the way. Totally perfect. It's actually not totally perfect. Hot take. The Mandalorian is good, but nothing more. It's too simple. Star Wars fans sound like clones. This is Star Wars. This is the way. And while their ratings might be over-exaggerated, their opinions have solid foundations. The Mandalorian is definitely an enjoyable experience. The chosen theme for the show is executed well. The Western style is satisfying and fitting for the main character. I totally agree that the creators got the feel of the series right. After all, Din Djarin is a traveling bounty hunter, which is a common profession in many Western films. The music, the pace, the cinematography here just works wonders for the cowboy theme. Oh, cinematography. How are you so good here? The sets, the shots are perfect. Every episode is gorgeous and quite different from one another. It's truly a visual masterpiece, and the slow pace of the series gives you plenty of time to admire the surroundings. Overall, the whole setup and idea is picked surprisingly skillfully. While Mando might seem like a simple, straightforward, and boring character, in reality, he's probably one of the best in the whole Star Wars universe. Quickly, it becomes obvious that the main character is not as one dimensional as he appears, because an attachment formed between him and a little green creature, who to most viewers, even after the second season, is still Baby Yoda. Chemistry and interactions between these two are great, and is the driving force of the whole plot. Furthermore, picking a Mandalorian as a main character is a smart move. Mandalore actually has an interesting history which lays a solid foundation and a clear background for the series. Din Djarin's culture is explored more or less in every episode, giving the character depth. So far as I can tell, what the series is trying to show is how Palpatine came back, which is of course a controversial revelation for many Star Wars fans. Nevertheless, the lack of specific information in the sequels and overall ambiguity of those three films calls for an explanation. And whether you agree to Palpatine's comeback or not, understanding how it happened is always helpful. Actually, perhaps the series is some kind of damage control for the sequels, but I wouldn't bet on that. Still, whatever the main point of The Mandalorian is, how it's getting to that point is simply put, weird. So what do I mean by that? No, wait. In fact, let's pull up the last comment. Every episode has an interesting and unique plot. The acting is really good, cinematography is amazing, and the plot is always moving forward. Is it though? Okay, either we're watching different things or I'm dumb because I stand against the whole world by saying that the plot is the opposite of this description. I'm not talking about the general idea and where the series is going. I'm saying that the episodic plot is elementary and moving forward at a snail's pace. Don't confuse the pace of the plot with the pace of the cinematography. I'm not discussing how fast the characters move or how long each shot is, but rather what each episode achieves and how far the story progresses. So, before all the "this is Star Wars" people start crying, let me present my case. Season 1, Episode or Chapter 1, good. Chapter 2, oh, you want your ship back? Bring us an egg. Chapter 3, good. Chapter 4, hey, can you help us protect our farm? Okay. Maybe Mando will settle here? No, adventure awaits us. Chapter 5, your ship needs repairs. You'll need money. Here's a guy offering a job. Let's go on a quest. Chapter 6, hey, you still need work? Sure. Break someone out of a prison. Chapter 7 and 8, good. Moving on to Season 2, Episode 1 or Chapter 9. Guess what? You want Boba Fett's armor? You've gotta help us kill the Krayt Dragon. Okay. Chapter 10. Oh, you still want information on where to find the other Mandalorians? Sure, but you have to smuggle this passenger with you. Great, another quest. Chapter 11. We can tell you where to find the Jedi, but as always, you have to help us first. Chapter 12. Well, your ship needs repairs again, and you have time, so why not another quest? Chapter 13. Look, Ahsoka, I'll help you if you ensure that the child receives training. Chapter 14. Wait, no quest for reward? Huh? That's new. Chapter 15. A quest again, but one with actual meaning for plot progression? Maybe not all hope is lost. Chapter 16. Wait, Mando is offering work for other people now? The whole quest thing just did a 180. But now this mission has real meaning. Good. So, do you see what I'm saying? Here's a template. Din Djarin arrives on a planet. He needs something or has time, so someone offers him a job. He accepts. He carries out the job, moves on to another planet. To me, The Mandalorian seems like a game. You arrive at a place, you take the quest, you finish the quest, you move on to another quest. In games, this works well because the player does the work himself, and it's only good if the missions are not repetitive. In a TV series, this kind of storytelling just seems simple and unimaginative. These quest episodes barely progress the plot, so we get almost no movement forward. For the two last episodes of each season, they seem to drop this template and actually move the story. I guess they have to set up the next season somehow. Quite honestly, I don't see how anyone can consider this plot perfect and constantly progressing. Each quest episode is either go kill someone or go destroy something or steal something, and you'll get something in return. Again, I like The Mandalorian. The cinematography is exquisite, the main character pick is great, interactions between the characters are definitely funny and enjoyable. The fight scenes and action is beautiful. Every episode is entertaining to watch. The feel and vibe of the series is satisfying. However, the plot is weak. I mean, the bond between Mando and Baby Yoda is interesting, but that can be the whole plot. And when it's not, it's elementary and predictable. Maybe now we'll start seeing actual story development because Din Djarin has the dark saber. Maybe we'll start getting into Mandalorian lore. In my opinion, it would be a good idea to get away from this quest for reward template.